Hello students. First of all, I introduce myself. I am SP Kamble, Assistant Professor in Department of Accountancy at Dhananjay Rao Gadge College of Commerce, Satara. Today, I am here to discuss with you the syllabus of BCom Bank Management and Information Technology Part 2nd, Subject Accountancy, Paper 4th, Semester 4. Okay, today we are going to discuss the syllabus and nature of question paper. Here syllabus for BCom Bank Management and Information Technology Part 2nd, that is BM 2nd and IT 2nd. Accountancy paper 4th. The subject code of bank management is 19431 and for IT 19351, semester 4th. Unit number 1st and name and content of unit. So here unit number 1st, introduction to audit. In this unit we have to study the meaning and definitions of auditing. 1.2 Principles of auditing. 1.3 Advantages and limitations of auditing, and 1.4 Types of audit. Okay, so in introduction of audit we study the 4 points: meaning, definition, principles of auditing, advantages and limitations of auditing, and types of audit. Is our first unit for semester 4th. Unit number 2nd, process of audit. In process of audit we have to study the 4 points. 2.1 Vouching, verification and valuation of assets and liabilities. 2.2 Investigation, meaning, objective and importance. Okay, investigation, we study the meaning of investigation, objects of investigation and importance of investigation. 2.3 Audit of bank, we study the audit of bank and special features of bank audit. 2.4 Audit reports, meaning and types. Okay, in second unit we study the process of audit. In process of audit we have to study the vouching, verification and valuation of assets and liabilities. Investigation, meaning, object and importance of investigation. Audit of bank, meaning and special features are studied in this unit. Unit second 2.4 Audit reports. Okay, so in audit reports we are study the qualified, unqualified, reports and meanings of reports. Okay, unit number 3rd, taxation. Okay, 3.1 Introduction to income tax. 3.2 we study the definitions of assessment year, previous year, assessee, person, etc. Okay, what is mean by assessment year, what is mean by previous year, what is mean by assessee and a person. Okay, according to the Income Tax Act 1961. Okay, we study the definitions. Next 3.3 we study the exempted income under section 10. Okay, according to the Income Tax Act 1961 we also study in our unit number 3rd, that is exempted income from tax, or the income is tax free under section 10. 3.4 Deductions of chapter 6A applicable to individuals. Okay, deductions of chapter 6A applicable to individuals includes the section or the deduction available for individual under section 80C to 80U. Unit number 3rd 3.5 Introduction to GST Goods and Services Tax. In unit number 3 we also study the GST, okay, meaning of GST, or the introduction of GST, okay, is the 3.5th point of the unit number 3rd. Fourth unit, heads of income. 4.1 Computation of taxable income from salary. Okay, in unit number 4 we are study a practical problem on computation of taxable income of a salaried person. Okay, and 4.2 we also study a practical problem on computation of profits and gains from business and profession. So here in unit number 4 we study the two heads of income, practically computation of salary and practically computation of profit and gain from business and profession. So these 4 units are for your semester 4th. Okay, practical auditing, Ghatalia, Spicer and Pegler. Second reference book, Practical Auditing, B.N. Tandon. Third, Counterparty Auditing, Kamal Gupta. Fourth, Student's Guide to Income Tax, Dr. Vinod Singhania. Fifth, Income Tax, A Simple Approach, Dr. Prakash Herekar. Sixth, Income Tax Law and Practice, Dinkar Pagare. Also some websites or the material available on website. Here first website is www.accounting-simplified.com. second, www.icai.org. third, www.accountingcapital.com. okay, so here the material is available on website, and the material for 4 units is available in your reference books, which is available in our library. Next, evaluation pattern from June 2020. Here semester end examination, that is C. The semester end examination is for 60 marks, and continuous internal assessment CIE is for 40 marks, total 100 marks. Examination pattern, semester end examination. So here we study to understand the semester end examination nature of question paper or pattern. Okay, so nature of question paper is given here for semester end examination, and so semester end examination is for 60 marks and duration is 2 hours and 30 minutes. Instruction is given here. First instruction, question number first to question number 3 is compulsory. Okay, it means question number first, second and third is compulsory. And instruction second, attempt any one question from question number 4 to question number 5. So here you can attempt any one questions from question number 4 or 5. Okay, so first 3 are compulsory and fourth and fifth question is optional. Okay, attempt any or solve any practical problem from question number 4 or question number 5. So here question number first, theoretical or practical, 2 questions of 4 mark each, total marks 8 marks. Okay, in question number 1 the theoretical question as well as the practical question is given to you. Okay, and each question has 4 marks. Total marks for question number 1 is 8 marks. Question number 2, essay type question, audit. Okay, so question is asking on the first 2 units, that is audit and A and B. Okay, essay type question A and B, question from auditing, or question 2B from auditing, total marks 16. Okay, question number third, essay type questions. Question number 3A, income tax, 8 marks. So question is asked from income tax, theoretical question, 8 marks, and question 3B, audit, 8 marks, total 16 marks. Question number 4, practical problem. A, problem on salary income, 20 marks. Or question number 5, practical problem, problem on business or profession, 10 marks. Okay, so for on business 10 marks and profession 10 marks, total 20 marks. Okay, so this is your nature of question paper for semester end examination. Now the continuous internal assessment, total marks 40, and that total 40 marks are categorized or segmented in 3 parts. First is active participation in classroom and academic events, 5 marks. Second part, project work / practical work / lab work or on the job training or seminar, 20 marks. Assignment, third part, assignment / interview / group discussion / study tour, field visit, 15 marks, total 40 marks. Okay, criteria of passing. So here criteria of passing, separate heads of passing. Okay, first 16 marks out of 40 marks for internal evaluation. So the students, you can get a 16 marks out of 40 marks for internal evaluation, then you can qualify this examination. Second part is 24 marks out of 60 marks for theory examination. So theory examination is for 60 marks. Out of 60 marks you can get 24 marks, then you can qualify the exam or you can pass the exam. Okay, this is the criteria of passing and separate heads of passing. Okay, if you cannot get 16 marks in internal evaluation, then your result will be failed. Okay, so you can get a 16 mark, minimum 16 marks for passing in internal evaluation, and minimum passing marks for a semester end exam is 24 out of 60. Okay, so this is your syllabus and nature of question paper. In our next lecture we are start our unit number first, that is introduction to audit. Okay, thank you very much.